Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Rock and Metal News concert review of the main stage of Mayhem Festival 2014 that took place on July the 8th in Auburn, Washington. The main stage started with Trivium, then went Asking Alexandria, KORN, and finished off with Avenged Sevenfold. Trivium hit the stage. They played Black, Built to Fall, Strife, Dying in Your Arms, Anthem, We Are the Fire, Capsizing the Sea, and In Waves. One thing I did notice is that Matt Heffy, I'm not sure if he's having some vocal issues with his throat when he does his screaming. However, he's not screaming at all and anymore that I've noticed. I don't know if he's been told to take some time off of that. But Corey was doing the main screaming during the songs, during In Waves and Built to Fall and all that. So he might be resting his voice a bit. They had a good, the crowd was really into Trivium. I think this is the first time that they've really been on the main stage at, first time I've seen them on the main stage at Mayhem Festival anyways. I have seen them past on the side stages. But they put on a great show. It was still daylight when they were on, so they didn't really have any type of light show or anything like that. They played well, and his vocals sounded great. I mean, all these songs here are pretty much clean vocals now. And again, Corey was doing the screaming, and they put on a great show. Crowd liked them. They were well received by the main stage crowd. Then Asking Alexandria took the stage. I'm not, it's not really my style of music, but they played their stuff great. And, the lead singer came out and he had a big white sort of coat on with a scarf. I've seen them before on the side stages as well. I thought this was probably their best performance that I've seen. They played Don't Pray For Me, Run Free, Breathless, To The Stage, the final episode, Let's Change the Channel, Killing You, and The Death of Me. The crowd again was, they were well received by the main stage crowd. They put on a good show, but just really not my style. And KORN, they hit the stage next. They played Falling Away From Me, Twist, Got the Life, Did My Time, Spike in My Veins, Hater, Get Up, Chutes and Ladders, Coming Undone, Here to Stay, Never Never, Freak on a Leash, and Blind. I've seen KORN a bunch of times. They didn't have that big of a stage show. They had a stage that they were standing on that kind of lit up. They had the white squares that would change colors, but not a really big setup for KORN. I've seen them previously where they had the big oil wells and things like that, but it basically was that Avenged Sevenfold's stage was so big that the other bands were kind of limited in what they could put on stage. KORN played awesome. The music was great. They were super tight. Jonathan Davis was amazing in the vocals. They just put on a perfect show. I thought the highlights for me were Spike in My Veins. It's the first time I've seen that live. They played Get Up, which added a bit of the dubstep stuff in there. They played the new song Hater, which was cool to hear as well. And they finished with Blind, which is, sometimes they start with that one. This time they finished. It was a great, and they put on a good set. And then Avenged Sevenfold took the stage. They had an absolute massive stage. It was like almost like a castle with 3 major windows in it that would play videos of the band. They would film the band and play the videos in the windows. They were big video screens. They had fire. They had explosions. They just put on a typical Avenged Sevenfold show. It was amazing. They played Shepherd of Fire, Nightmare, Bat Country, Hail to the King, Buried Alive, Seize the Day, Critical Acclaim, Afterlife, This Means War. The encore was A Little Piece of Heaven, Unholy Confessions, it was pretty much a perfect show with, there was no dull moments in it. Avenged Sevenfold really put on a great show. So you will definitely be entertained, that's for sure, for the main stage of Mayhem Fest. Let me see if I can do a review of the other bands on the tour as well. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News. Enjoy the picks. Thanks for tuning in.